Hello. Let me be the first to welcome you to your junior year. Mr. Murphy and I are very excited to go over some information with you in helping you select your courses. So, today we're going to talk about graduation requirements, the option of the Career Center, and of course, selecting your classes. Please keep in mind that graduation requires a minimum of 23 credits, means you must take and successfully pass all 23 credits. Some of the required classes: 4 years of English, 4 years of math, 3 science, 3 social studies, and some other electives, at least 1 fine arts, 1 phys ed, 1 tech, and then some half credits and your pathway, which we'll talk about. So, graduation requirements also include testing requirements. As far as we know, this year we will be offering these exams. However, for our 10th graders, soon to be juniors, last year you would have probably been in this government class and the test was not offered due to schools closure during the COVID situation. So that requirement and others may be waived for your graduation purposes, and we will talk with you specifically about what you need to graduate when we do your scheduling interview. Something also to keep in mind as you begin your junior year next year: to be considered college and career ready in the state of Maryland, the indicators that they use is at the end of a student's junior year that they've been able to have a cumulative unweighted GPA of a 3.0, and to qualify for college algebra, at least a B in an Algebra 2 course. SAT scores, MCAT scores, Accuplacer is another option. So there's different ways to show that you're college and career ready, but just keep that in the back of your mind, because the easiest way to show that is to have this unweighted GPA of a 3.0 by the end of your junior year. So grades are very important, always, last year, this year, and next year. Your grade point average is calculated using this chart: A's in academic courses, B's, C's, and D's, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you take an honors level course, those courses are weighted an additional half of a point. And advanced placement, or AP classes, and dual college classes that are available your senior year are all weighted up an additional point. Now you'll notice they all get the additional weight with the exception of D's. Because D's are not considered average work, D's are not weighted. And also don't forget that a 2.0 grade point average is required each quarter so that you're eligible for sports and athletics the next quarter. So for example, students that had the 2.0 grade point average at the end of the second marking period, they are eligible during this third marking period for athletics and sports. If you want to be eligible for the fourth marking period, you need to have that 2.0 GPA during this current third marking period. And any questions about that, you can also ask at your individual conference. Now, this is not something that you need to be entirely focused on right now, but just know that as you start to make plans for post high school, you may want to start checking specific colleges and see what they might require. We talked earlier about a pathway. Our county says that in order to graduate, you must complete a pathway. And the choices are 2 world languages, or 2 advanced techs, or a completer program such as Biomed, PTech, or one of many of the numerous offerings at the Career Center. But notice here that for University of Maryland system, they do require 2 world languages to be accepted. So just something to be aware of as you make plans for your future. If you're thinking now about going to, say, Allegheny College of Maryland or Potomac State College, you're thinking about joining the military, you're thinking about going into a trade school, it's not essential to take the 2 world languages. However, if you have your sights set along a large 4-year university, you want to start checking their entrance requirements to see if they require the 2 world languages. If you're an athlete, You want to pay special attention to NCAA eligibility, and it's suggested that you register with the NCAA clearinghouse at the end of your 11th grade year. So that's when you'd want to make sure your GPA is high enough, you've had the 16 core courses, and if you're passing all of your classes, that will not be a problem. Some of you have a higher grade point average. You have a 3.7 or better. And if that's the case, at the start of your junior year this fall, you'll be getting a letter of invitation to join our National Honor Society. Entrance into the National Honor Society requires an application, and it's based on the school activities you participate in, your community service, leadership, and any recognition that you've received. So congratulations to those who are working hard and will possibly be invited at the beginning of their junior year this coming fall. Now, you've already had a presentation about the Career Center, so I'm not going to go into a lot of details, but I will emphasize that it's very important that you've earned all of these credits by the end of this year. And when you meet with Mr. Murphy or myself for your conference, we'll go over these. If you're interested in going to the Career Center, just let us know and we'll make sure that you're all set. And again, these are all of the different options and opportunities at the Career Center. You've already had the presentation from Ms. Fazenbaker, so if that's something you're interested in, please schedule your conference with us immediately, and we'll make sure you have your application in a timely manner. So let's talk specifically about what classes you need to select for next year. Everyone needs to select an English class for next year. You have 4 choices for your junior year. We have the academic level English, we have an honors English, we also have AP Language and AP Literature. Keep in mind those are taught at the college level. In order to earn college credits for those classes, you must take and pass the AP exam. But even if you select not to take the AP exam is not required. The classes are great in themselves just to prepare you for college. Math. Now here on this slide, what we tried to do is show you some options. For example, if you are a 10th grader and last year you took integrated algebra and you're currently taking algebra, then next year you're going to want to move on to geometry, or if you're doing really well in your math classes, you could consider honors geometry. If you're currently taking a geometry class because last year you completed and passed Algebra 1, next year you'll want to move on to Algebra 2 or Honors Algebra 2, or potentially Elements of Math or Applied Statistics. Now, if you're a 4-year college-bound student, we highly recommend Algebra 2 or Honors Algebra 2. Many colleges, 4-year universities do want to see the Algebra 2 on your high school transcript. If you took algebra back in middle school and you came to us last year and took geometry or honors geometry and you're currently in an Algebra 2 or honors Algebra 2 class, next year your choice is to move on to the Trig Pre-Calc or honors Trig, or you could do Elements of Math or Applied Stats or AP Stats. Now, if you're currently in the Algebra 2, Honors Algebra 2, and your goal is to take AP Calculus your senior year, then you definitely need this Trig Pre-Calc course. If your goal is to senior year take the college stats or college algebra class, then we would recommend you go on to AP or Applied Statistics. And again, any questions about these you'll want to discuss with your counselor during your scheduling interview. For science, it's required that all students take and pass a biology course and 2 other sciences. To prepare yourself for MESA, the Earth Science or Honors Earth Science or the AP Environmental Science, a chemistry course and a biology course are required. If you took honors or earth science last year and you're currently in one of these bio classes, you will need to take chemistry next year. If you took biology course last year, Your options would be to take chemistry next year during your junior year and wait and take AP Environmental Science, or double them up. And some of you may have taken the biology, you're currently taking chemistry, and you're going to go directly onto AP Environmental. And we do have several students that actually doubled up on sciences either last year or this year and will have completed all 3 years required of science by the end of this year. You will take the MISA then this year, and any other sciences would purely be as an elective. Social studies. Now, the options for next year, assuming you were here at Allegheny, you took government and are currently taking world. We know that some students transfer in and are kind of a little bit out of order. In our county, typically 9th grade is a government course, 10th grade is a world, and then junior year is one of these 3 U.S. history classes. Again, it might be slightly out of order for you, and we can talk about that at your scheduling interview. But here are the 3 options for U.S. history: academic level, honors level, or AP advanced placement level. A really awesome elective that we have for students that you will not find on the course selection sheet and you will not be able to select yourself is our brand new Peer Connections program. We have academic and honors peer connections. So if this is something you're interested in becoming a peer mentor, some summer workshops, being part of our student leadership team, there is going to be an application in the scheduling folder that you may click on and put your application in. And if you are recommended, we will put that class into your schedule for you. Again, this is something you definitely want to mention at your scheduling interview. An awesome opportunity, and this is the 2nd year for this program for our students. Some really exciting half-credit courses. If you have room in your schedule for next year, we have the agricultural classes. This year, Ms. Stark taught Intro to Ag and Wildlife and Forest Management. We'll be offering those again next year with 2 additional half-credit courses, the Animal and Vet Science and the Animal Vet Science for Large Animals. We're super excited to have that for the very first time next year because we have so many students that say, hey, this is something I would be interested in as a career. So this is a great opportunity to take some classes and see if you like it. Some other science electives: anatomy and physiology and genetics. They're great for anyone planning on going to a medical field or possibly taking college biology their senior year. And we have all kinds of fun electives like weight training and lifetime sports, nutrition and food prep if you have room in your schedule next year. A lot of great electives: advanced tech classes. If you are not a world language completer, you have not started your world languages, we do have lots of advanced tech courses like construction tech and power and energy and manufacturing tech. Obviously, if you're going to the Career Center, then we need to work on that application, and you'll be taking those skill classes as your electives. Plenty of great electives: AP Human Geography, Psychology. We have business classes. We have Allegheny Morning Live, which is our honors historical research methods. So any of these things that you're interested in, now's the time to be putting them into your schedule your junior year. So as you think about selecting your classes, keep in mind most of you will need an English, math, science, and social studies. That will take up 4 spots in your schedule. And then start thinking to yourself, do you need to continue the world language, or are you going to start beginning in advanced tech? Have you already finished a fine arts credit? Have you completed your PE credit? How about health and personal finance? How about your tech requirement? Did you take Exploring Computer Science, Foundations of Tech, or AP Computer Science yet? Every student must take one of those 3 classes for graduation. And then, of course, if you still have room in your schedule, there's lots of great clubs and groups. For example, team training, our sports. Your coach may want you into a team training class. Please, if you select the half credits of team training, select both fall and spring. And please enter in the notes to counselor. Let us know what sport you participate in so that we know which section to place you in. Journalism, Go back here, journalism. If you plan to be part of our yearbook, please put that in the notes to the counselor. And then methods 1 and 2. Let us know if you're planning on being part of Allegheny Morning Live, or if you're part of our magazine, if Mr. White has talked to you about the special project he has going next year. Again, use the counselor note box to let us know what you'd like to do. And then any business classes. Drama class is a great one for our students, especially if you're like me. I'm not great at singing or dancing or acting or any of those things, but I'm great at building things. I'm not very artistic, but those that are, they might want to be part of set design, part of stage crew. So consider the drama class. Also, you have the opportunity by graduation to be able to graduate with honors. In order to do that, at least 12 of the classes that you've taken throughout high school need to be at the honors or AP level. Or your senior year, it could be a college class. And you must maintain a 3.5 GPA by graduation in order to graduate with the recognition of graduate with honors. Now, for course selection this year, the window will open in Aspen starting March 1st. You'll have only 1 week this year to enter those requests. It's really important that you schedule an appointment with your counselor. Because we're currently virtual, we've set up a calendar that you can click on and reserve a spot. We have some afternoon and some evening hours available. Parents are welcome to sit in with you in the Google Meet, but keep in mind, in order to get all students through, the meetings are limited to approximately 20 minutes. The first week, we're asking that only our upcoming seniors take the slots February 22nd to the 26th. So please wait until after that week and start scheduling the next week. Some final thoughts. Be sure to enter your requests in Aspen. Make sure you select 7 or more requests. If there's a class that you are failing currently and you would like to recover it in summer school or evening high school next year, we're going to want you to put all, for example, all 8 requests in so that we make sure we know you need to retake a class. You keep in mind your requests are things that you would like to see in your schedule. They're not courses that you're automatically registered to take. If a certain class doesn't have enough students request it, then unfortunately we are not able to offer it. So when in doubt, please select things you might be interested in taking. That way we can build the very best schedule for you as possible. If you're planning to go to the Career Center, please get your Career Center application in now. And please feel free to share this video or the information in the scheduling folder with your parent. Talk it over with them. Please make sure you watch all the videos, review all the information before you schedule your conference with Mr. Murphy or I. Reserve your time slot so that we can talk as soon as you're ready. Don't pick classes based on who you think might be teaching the course. Sometimes students say, oh, I'm going to take this class because it's such and such a teacher, or I don't want to take this class because I heard it so and so. Please don't pick classes based on teachers. We never know. Teachers don't even know what exactly they're going to be teaching until usually over the summer. And then finally, be sure to schedule your appointment time with the counselor. This is where you can confirm the things you want to take. You can ask us any questions. We'll make sure you're ready for graduation. We can talk to you about your senior year. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on the Reserve Your Appointment link in the scheduling folder in Schoology. And make sure you're on time to that appointment because it's limited to the 20 minutes. Let me show you real quickly if I can in Schoology. Oops, I've got to log in. So you would be going to the 10th grade course in your Schoology and click on the folder that says Course Requests and Scheduling. We want to make sure that you all attend this February 19th at 11 a.m. We're going to have a Google Meet. It's available to all of our upcoming 11th graders, our current 10th graders. Mr. Murphy and I will be part of that Google Meet. It's a time for us to talk to the entire class as a group. So if you have any questions, we encourage you to join that conference. And here's the program of study. If you want to take a look at the course selection sheet, and notice when you click on the sheet, if it says it refused to connect, you do have to click on the title. And this shows you what the scheduling sheet, you don't need to fill out the sheet, you don't need to do anything with it, but if you want to just look at all the different things that are offered, this gives you the opportunity to take a look at it. Let's go back into the folder. So if your last name is A through L, you're gonna reserve an appointment with Mr. Murphy. If your last name is M through Z, you're gonna click here. And what it will do is it will take you to my Google Calendar. And again, it says no appointments until February 22nd. Notice when I click on that, see how these are all marked as seniors. So I'm going to ask you to go to the next week, and then these are available to all underclassmen. And you'll just click on a time slot, and we know that you want to schedule. It should automatically put your name in there where it's a Google Meet, so you don't have to type anything in that box. But the description, please, just if there's anything you want us to look at, you have any questions, and then when you save it, it'll send us an alert that you're booking an appointment, and we'll add the Google Meet conference, and that's how you'll meet with us. Let's go back into the folder. And of course, we've had some wonderful videos that have been shared already on Allegheny Morning Live, AP Psych, AP Human Geography, the Career Center, about the application, and here's the link to apply to be a Peer Connections mentor. And that's basically it for course scheduling and selection. We're excited to see you, hopefully as a class on the 19th, and then individually for your appointments over the next few weeks. As always, if you have any questions, reach out. You may call the school. We're in our offices. You may also send us an email, and we'll be glad to get back to you as soon as possible. And of course, you can schedule, send us a message just by using the little envelope here in Schoology and send Mr. Murphy or myself a message. Thank you for watching this video. Please get in touch if you have any questions. And for many of you, looks like I will be seeing you soon and can't wait to do so. Stay safe, stay healthy, everyone.